Today we have a special unboxing. I have a new 60th anniversary Vanishing Point. So I picked this up for a great deal at a local pen show. And I have already opened this to examine the pen before I actually purchased it, so I have opened this before, but we are unboxing this together now. So this was a special 60th anniversary of the Pilot fountain pen. I want to say that came out in 1963. And when you first open it up, you've got this nice little information packet. So this usually comes already installed in the Vanishing Point, but I've already taken it out. You would eyedropper this to get the maximum amount of ink that you could, if that's what you're looking for. They do give you a cartridge just in case you want to pop it and go, so that's always cool. I end up just leaving those in the bag though. All right, let's see what else. We've got a nice little run through here. The Vivid Crimson 60th anniversary. I didn't even know it was called the Vivid Crimson. It's pretty cool. In 1963, Capless made a sensational debut. I'm just going to do this. You can pause it if you do want to read. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that this pen was limited to 2,023 pieces for the year. Serial numbers on there. Again, I'm just going to go through these quick. You can pause it if you do want to read it. This is a nicer display than any of the other Vanishing Points I've gotten, including I had a Raiden for a while. Oh, that's cool. Now you've got like the timeline of everything. I had a Raiden for a while, but I ended up selling it just because it was so nice and fancy that I never carried it for fear of putting a scratch or a snail trail on it. And at that point, if it's really just a a queen of my case, so to speak, I'm just gonna probably end up moving it along in favor of something that I will carry. I really like that timeline. That was cool. So very nice presentation on the 60th anniversary Capless. I've also got a small user guide here, Namiki Pilot. I mean, if you're watching this channel, chances are you already know how to use your fountain pen, and if not, watch some of my earliest videos. That's how I got into it, right? How to refill your fountain pen and such. Here we go. So I love this kind of calendar going on in the background. They've got the year it started, 1963 Vanishing Point, and then we've got the year this came out, 2023. All right, let's take it out. So we're going to take off our little sticker there. Now you can see, let me see if I can give you a better close-up. There we go. Pilot Japan. You can see that awesome crimson red, as I now know it's called. And I love that matte black hardware. That's one of the other things that really drew me to this pen. Here we see 60th anniversary. Pilot Japan. There's my serial number. Looks like I am 833 out of 2023. Alright, let's take a look under the hood. Like I said, I already took out the original little ink holder there, and I ended up going ahead and using one of my nice converters I already had for one of my other Vanishing Points. This pen is a medium. That's actually what I prefer in my Vanishing Points. I've got stubs, I've tried fines, I've even got a unique custom ground nib, but I prefer mediums because these tend to be work pens for me, and medium is where it's at for what I consider a work pen. All right, let's fill this up. So I went ahead and put everything away except for this book because I am going to take another look at that when I get some time. This was a really nice little pamphlet with a lot of information, and I really liked this whole timeline that they had going on. I'm going to spend some time reading that and getting to know my history of the Capless or the Vanishing Point a little bit better. All right, now on to it. Let's ink this up. I am going to ink this up in Diamine Writer's Blood, a nice dark red ink. There we go. Let's see if it's going to be deep enough to get a fill. Yep. But for good measure, I always kind of do it twice. There we go. Now, I am a little bit overzealous when it comes to cleaning it. I try and get every little bit as much as I can. This is a red ink, so it's gonna be harder to get every little nook and cranny. Alright. If you've never done this, make sure you align this part, otherwise it's not gonna set right and you're gonna break something when you try and put it back together. Goes on. I counter thread until I feel it, so I never risk stripping it. Alright, so I just grabbed one of my Kevin Zog notebooks I had laying around. If you don't know Kevin Zog, he is a friend of mine and an amazing maker. He turns pens. He makes the resin, he turns pens. He actually just did a collaboration with Leonardo. So cool up-and-comer. Check out Kevin Zog. And now we're going to check out our brand new 60th anniversary capless. Love that click. One of the things I love about the capless, the Vanishing Point, is just the form factor and the utilitarianism of it. This is the pen that got me into fountain pens. I tried standard fountain pens, but this was the one that really got me into fountain pens. And the other day I actually was reminded again of how useful and utilitarian this pen is. I actually carry two pens for work. I had a Vanishing Point in one pocket and I had a standard fountain pen in the other. I played an impromptu quick couple rounds of basketball, I sunk a 2-point shot and got a couple rebounds, but anyway, I forgot I had my fountain pens with me. When I went back to my desk and I looked, my one standard fountain pen had some blots of ink that got in the section under the cap and got my fingers, all inky, and that's when I realized. The Vanishing Point, on the other hand, performed flawlessly. There was no ink leakage, there was nothing to worry about, so I truly, truly appreciate these fountain pens. Let's take a look at the collection now. Like I said, I sold my Raiden. It was a little too fancy for me. Here we have our newest edition, the matte black and the crimson red. We'll go over. We've got the full matte black on matte black. We've got a beautiful blue, deep, nice blue LS, luxury and silent, and then we've got the rhodium striped edition. Like I said, I really appreciate this pen. This is the pen that got me into fountain pens, and I continually find myself going back to it, despite my larger collection nowadays. There you are, my friends. Let me know, do you have a Vanishing Point? Is it something that you prefer over a lot of other fountain pens? Do you enjoy these limited editions? Because this thing is just right up my alley in the colorway. And then all the accoutrements, so to speak, were really cool as well. So anyways, thank you for joining me on this unboxing of the Pilot Capless 60th Anniversary Vanishing Point. And as always, may your journey lead to your own serenity.